Hello, everybody. This is our new podcast, Tony and Eric. Hello, I'm sorry, everybody. Oh, Tony and Andrew. Forget it, Eric.
It says my name right here. Look.
Yeah,
It's
Andrew.
right there. It says Andrew. I don't know how you can-
already fucked up our podcast.
Just look, look.
And we're live, too.
Just look right here. It says Andrew. Right there, see?
And I was
Look
the one that made it, too.
Yeah, you wrote this out, and yet you still got my name
And I
wrong.
screwed up. I
Yeah.
was thinking our old podcast, Tea Time with Tea.
You've been with me all day.
I know. And this is a lot of work. This
That was like half an hour. Half an hour of just typing in things and clicking on levels.
Yeah.
That was like half an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We're coming live from an oven.
I already forgot. I need to plug in my backup thing, so I'm kind of working on it.
Oh, my God. So this introduction may not get backed up.
No.
So this first historic podcast will not. You won't know it's historic because this part's not being backed up.
This is episode one of
Episode one.
of our new podcast.
Of R. No, go find to say ours.
I am the
I
producer.
mean, look, my name's right here.
Yes, I was the one that made that.
You did everything. I'm just here.
Yes, I did
Just hold the
everything. It took me a long time to figure all this shit out, and
Hey, man, I fixed your computer.
I would have fixed it anyways.
How dare you? I told you what to do, and it works now. Hey, man, I fixed your computer. That's what happens when you do IT work. You never get appreciated.
Okay, let's do our introductions again.
Yes.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome back to the new podcast of Tony and Andrew.
Yes, that's my name.
Yes,
Right there, Andrew.
okay. This is the new Versus podcast.
First
gaming
podcast. We're talking about games, as you can see,
Mhm.
by our Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about video games. We have no one watching us right now. This is a live stream.
Live stream, no one's watching because no one gives a shit.
No, because this is a brand new channel.
It's also like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yep.
But we're going to start by telling people who we are.
Yes.
So since you're first in
Okay,
the
I
list
am
here,
Tony, also known as Toy Dude online. If you happen to run into me online playing video games, my name is Toy Dude, but my real name is Tony.
that's his real name.
But you have a online name. What is that?
I have various versions of Worst Player. Sometimes it's
Worst
Worst Player
Player?
Ever. Sometimes it's Worst Player 1978. But usually it's some kind of Worst Player. Would you like to know where that came from?
Where that came from? Is this irony or?
No, back in the day of Counter-Strike, this is when Source came out, if anybody gamers.
Source.
Counter-Strike Source.
This is pre-Steam, right?
No, this was in like the midst
Okay,
of
this is
Steam
Steam.
becoming a thing.
Okay.
So it was
This is pre-Steam.
so I wouldn't have pressure to win because I'm not very good at most video games. I said, and Eric, who was in the podcast with us last time, our old podcast, we both decided to come up with names that had no pressure. So he was me no good, and I was worst player ever.
Okay.
So if I lost, I'd be like, well, yeah, obviously I'm going to lose. I'm the worst player ever. But if I won, it'd burn that much more for the person I would kill. Because you got killed by the worst player ever. And I carry that name over. So it's my PlayStation name is worst player ever. No, excuse me, worst player 1978. So that's who you're getting beaten by, an old guy who's not good at games, playing on console. That's who's beating you.
So that's a good way to get rid of the pressure to saying you're the worst player ever.
Well, I don't think any game should ever have pressure. That's not the point.
Well, you're supposed to have fun playing.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like Nintendo. And people get pissed off at Nintendo, but like that's kind of their thing. You play games because they're fun. Like they make toys, and you play the games on the toys. I have a Switch.
But we both. Well, my sister has.
Yeah,
I
no,
borrow
you don't
it.
have a Switch.
I borrow
Your sister
it.
has a
My
Switch.
yeah.
But I have a Switch. So yeah, we're gamers. We've been gamers for a while.
Yeah.
What was your first system?
My very first system. I had an Atari once, but I don't remember. I don't think it really worked. Yeah.
What was your first system? I don't understand. You bought a broken one?
No,
or-
I think it was like hand-me-down. It was like hand-me-down from.
Yeah, you're not old enough to be an Atari guy.
Yeah, because I think my official first system was the Nintendo.
So the first classic NES system, Nintendo.
I had a hand-me-down Atari system I played and really didn't work.
Which one? Was it the 78 or the 52?
It's the
5200?
Atari system I guess.
79. It was. Well, the 5200 was their third system, and then although there's some confusion there, and then the 7800, I think was what it was called, was the last version, which was the better one. But then American video games died, and that's when Nintendo showed up. But I had a 5200. That was my first system. My brother and I used to play Star Wars, which was just a bunch of lines. It was great. There was Pac-Man, who wasn't a circle. It didn't have that graphic capability. So he was like a hexagonal. He had a lot of edges. But he was Pac-Man, and he ate shit. Oh, can we swear?
Yes. Why not?
Fuck cocksick. But he was Pac-Man.
Let's see. Do we have any viewers?
Probably not.
Probably not, because this is
Nope.
brand new.
It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's 4 o'clock. And who would watch two guys talk about video games?
Yeah.
This is online.
It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
And
And
I broke my computer.
Yeah.
I have so many things
somehow
going on
your
right
phone hit the keyboard and hit Control-Alt-Delete.
now.
And now the program that we're on right now is deleted. It's gone.
So this is our first podcast, but we're going to talk about video games. And so
Yes.
let's talk about this. Kind of keep on this on the subject of our first. So this is our first.
Sure.
My first system. Officially, it would be like the NES system.
Yeah.
Did you have an NES system too? Or
Yeah, so it was 5200 Atari, but I was really young. I vaguely remember some of those games. But the real system that I was like the first one I freaking got into and loved was Nintendo. And I got the one. So there was 3 packages with Nintendo. There was the original one that just had Mario. Then there was the one that had the light gun with Duck Hunt. And then there was the one that had Robbie. We didn't get the one with Robbie because that was way too expensive.
Robbie is the
robot.
Yeah, that robot thing.
The little,
I
little
remember
gyroscopy thing, and you could put a controller in his hand.
Uh-huh.
And there was only one game that he played co-op with you. But
How much was that robot?
I don't remember. So that's the thing. People think systems are so much more expensive now, but the Nintendo was not cheap.
Yeah.
But
How much was that robot?
when you bought a system, it gave you a game. It would give you 2 controllers. So we got the Duck Hunt one. So it was 2 controllers plus the light gun plus Duck Hunt / Mario Brothers. All together. Super Mario. But yeah, so they used to give you enough to play with. Now you have when you invest in a system, you have to either buy a bundle online or you have to buy something separate. And if you want to play 2 players, you're spending another $60 on another controller. But yeah, so Nintendo was the thing. I was never a Sega guy until Saturn. I ended up getting a Saturn down the line, but it's always been Nintendo.
Nintendo, you
Super
had
Nintendo, Saturn, PlayStation, then N64 in that order. But it's always been Nintendo. And then of course Game Boy was in the mix there. Original.
So you're a
Big Rick.
Nintendo guy. All the
I've loved
way.
Nintendo forever. Zelda, that's my game. As
So
you can
did you
tell.
own every Zelda game? And
Almost. I know I had a bunch for the Game Boy. Obviously, the ones I had both for
Did you
Nintendo.
own every Zelda game?
Super Nintendo, obviously, Link to the Past. N64, both Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, or Ocarina of Time. However you ever said that. I never knew how you say it. Oregano of Time.
Organa?
It's an O.
Ocarina?
There you go. That sounds kind of like it.
Ocarina.
It's Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina.
Ocarina.
Just remember that.
Yes. So Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask.
That sounds kind of like it.
Shit. And then Wii. Had a Wii. Had a Wii U. And I currently have a Switch.
I skipped the Wii U. Or my sister did. My sister's the...
Seems like everything you own is whatever your sister
Well,
buys.
my sister gets the Nintendo stuff. I skipped the See, I gave her my GameCube.
Are you saying I'm similar to your sister in my love of
my sister
Nintendo?
gets the Nintendo stuff. I skipped My sister plays the Animal Crossing games and non-violent.
Yeah, I never. Yeah,
She plays those type of games, the ones that you don't have to fight things. Because when she tried to play Zelda, she would call on me to go fight the things for her.
So the main draw of the game, which is the battling,
Yeah,
she
like
passed that. She said you beat her for it.
yeah, exactly. She'll explore around, but when she needs to fight something, she'll come in our room like, hey, can you help me fight this thing?
Now, okay, were your parents cool with the system stuff? Like, were they buying you things, or did you have to beg them for the systems, or did you have to like get money on your own to get them?
My dad bought me my first NES system. Okay, late years down the line when I got a PlayStation, I saved up all my allowance money for that.
There you go.
Yeah. So after that, late years down the line when I got a PlayStation, I saved up.
See, I was lucky. My brother and I, my older brother and I, my mom, she didn't look at video games like most parents would have, like, oh, that's a distraction for the kids stuff. She just thought of it as a computer, and she was all about having me and my brother get into computers. So she bought us a computer back in the day, which I had
it's
a Tandy from Radio Shack. I don't know if you remember Tandy computers.
It's kind of like it runs on DOS or
it
something.
It had DOS, but it had a GUI. If you know what a GUI is.
Graphical user
interface. Anyway, it had a GUI.
Nerds here. Of course, we know what that is.
But it wasn't Windows. It had 1 megabyte of RAM, and it couldn't get any more RAM because we opted for the 1 megabyte hard drive. It had 1 megabyte hard drive.
Wait, so what's a megabyte now? Okay. So we've gone leaps and bounds with all these megabytes.
Well, okay, an average PlayStation game is going to be like 30 or 40 gigs.
Yeah, that's today.
That's today. And a gig is around 1,000 megabytes.
So we made like leaps and bounds. Storage.
Yes. I mean, this guy is like 20 times more powerful than the original Tandy computer I had. Did I say 20? It's like 500 times, 1,000 times. But anyway, I had a Tandy, so she was all about computers. That's why she bought that. Then she bought us a Nintendo. Again, she was all about us having things together. So she bought us a Nintendo. She bought us a Super Nintendo. It's funny too. You know, one of the first games I had for Nintendo was Metal Gear.
The first one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Reason being is we saw the cover. My brother and I saw the cover of Metal Gear, and if you remember the original cover, they took an image from the movie Aliens of what was his name? Sean Bean? No, not Sean Bean. The dude that was Hicks, and he was also in Terminator. He was the one that got sent back to save Connor.
That's the first one.
Yeah, the first Terminator movie. That actor. They took his image on the box cart of the cover of the box, and they made it look like it was Metal Gear. It made him look like Solid Snake, but it was just a still from the movie that they just sort of traced over. So we saw that, and then also a giant robot, and we were like, oh shit, you get to fight a giant robot. So we got Metal Gear. And although, hey, Metal Gear is a great game. In retrospect, it's a great game. But the fight with Metal Gear was the worst part of that game. He's just this thing that doesn't move. I think he moves like 2 spaces. The sprite moves like 2 spaces left and 2 spaces right. That's it.
I don't remember. I could pull.
And you have to like throw bombs at his feet. That's the whole thing. And there's lasers that are not connected to him.
That's right. So this was like the overhead view. Right?
Yeah, the 3/4 top view Metal Gear, the original Metal Gear. But that series, I'm still a fan of that series. And but anyway, yeah. So Nintendo was it. Super Nintendo, all the line. So your parents were cool with it. Or at least your dad bought you one.
But
then you had to buy your own
stuff
system
like
later.
Years later down.
Yeah, she always bought me those games because she's like, she was into the idea of us being into like electronics.
Yeah.
So she was smart in knowing that we're gonna get it done.
This is back in the 80s, right? Yeah.
Of course.
80s, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
85.
Okay,
that's Mario.
That's kind of like the heydays of gaming, of the golden age of gaming. Is it?
And here's where I tell you my age. I was 7 in 1985. That's how fucking old I am. I was 7. 7 years old. And I'm playing video games. And now I'm talking about video games in an oven.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty hot in here. Sorry about that. It's a studio.
But the hilarious part is we got a blue screen and we have lights to make us for this. Yeah. But that's only counteracting the air conditioner that's supposed to be keeping us cool. Yeah. So we could be cool, but we have to do the show for you people. Yeah. We have to do a show for people.
Exactly. So we're going to only do about an hour because
we're going to do as long as it takes.
Yeah, we could be here all night if we want.
I want to do this until we get a question.
Yeah, a question.
So that means I'll be here till tomorrow.
I think if I connect it onto what's it called, Periscope.
Yeah, we're having issues with Periscope.
Yeah, so I have to like pay monies to this
And
thing.
paying is not.
I don't
cool.
want to do that.
No.
Not just yet. So this is our first episode. So I think
Fuck that.
I mean, already I think we might have problems. So whatever.
we got problems, man.
Yeah.
We got problems.
Yeah, and it's a lot of setup. I mean, we used to do just audio only podcast, and
that was also set up.
yes, that was also a heavy.
All your
setup
setup.
thing.
I don't do shit.
Yeah,
I'm just the performer.
Yes, I mean, yes, I take all the credit in the technical department.
Yeah. It's producer / director / actor.
Yes.
Yes. But so we're gonna try to do this on a regular basis. We're gonna talk about games. We're gonna talk
Gaming.
about more up to date stuff. What's going on right now? But we want people to get a sense of where we're coming from. We're old school gamers,
Exactly.
but we're not obsessive.
Yeah.
I'm in the culture. I love the gear. I'll wear any shit that has Zelda on it, but I'm not like I don't dress up as Mario and go to conventions.
You don't cosplay.
Don't cosplay. I would love to go to Japan, but I'm not like I gotta do it.
Okay.
Oddly enough, though, I've worked in the video game industry.
Yeah, in the retail section. We
And
actually. What?
I worked for a company,
Oh wait.
a little company called Square Enix.
Oh wait, that's right, and that too. Yeah, I forgot about that other job.
Yeah, that's Square
But,
Enix.
well, okay, but let's go back how we met. We met.
Oh, that's
okay,
right.
we met at Toys R Us
Us.
in the R Zone, which was the electronics
Yes.
department.
Yeah. Well, funniest part is that I went to work. My first job ever was Toys R Us. And when I went in there, I kept selling them on my knowledge of games. And so they stuck me right in the video game department. And I didn't know that caused some problems because that was the department everyone wanted to be in because that's got to be fun. It's video games, right?
Yeah, of course.
But I just went in there and took it. And there were others that were like our friend Eric, who worked in the back where they do the stocking and the bikes and stuff, who had been trying to get in that department. And I just snuck in and took it. And
Just
he
like that?
hated me. He was my enemy, my nemesis. And he
Yeah. And
he let me know later on that he hated me. Then he eventually got in there. So then we became buddies again in our zone, talking about video games and
Yep.
shit. And then I went to a different Toys R Us, and I already knew who you were through other friends.
Yeah.
But you and I started hanging out and talking and working together, and we did video games. Yeah. Remember? Do you remember how those guys stole a bunch of video games?
Yeah, those guys.
They had pipes, metal pipes, and they wanted us that were making like $6 an hour to chase them and get our heads caved in for the company. I remember that.
Was that at your store or?
Yeah, it was Alhambra.
Oh, it was at.
You might not have been there. I don't think you were there that day.
Okay, probably was missing that.
But it was
there.
it was one of those things where there was guys and they did a dash. They got in, grabbed a bunch of shit and ran.
Yeah, because the thing is that Toys R Us was the first company to put those games into jewel box instead of behind the counter. Or
Exactly, because they didn't want to open up stuff. And
they want people to like grab the thing and take it to the counter.
Someone took a meeting that said, "Oh, if they hold it and feel the weight or something." I don't know what the theory is behind it, but they were like, "Yeah, then they'll be more likely to buy it because they can actually hold it."
Yeah, but
what's steel?
But people kind of figured,
It's just magnets. That's all it is.
Magnets, or it's a key thing that pops it.
Yeah.
Or it's just people are just ballsy and just kind of like take it out of the store.
So now you know how to rob a Toys R Us,
Toys R
folks.
Us or Best Buy. Best Buy still kind of keeps some of their stuff in jewel cases.
Then I worked at GameStop.
Yeah.
Another video game thing. That one was the one that they kept stuff behind. They were smart about it.
Yes, they were smart.
Because they knew people would steal. And people still try to take shit. But yeah, so I worked at GameStop.
Well, we both worked at it. I worked at the GameStop.
You had another word, GameStop. Jeez, we had a lot of the same.
Yeah, we had the
work.
same. We had the same job because of Omar. He hooked us up with the.
Yeah, that's
job.
right.
Yeah.
We had a mutual friend.
Yeah.
So we worked a lot in the video game industry, and then we've had friends who've worked in the video game industry. We've gone to E3 a few times, enough that we got sick of it because it's not very good. And I hear every time it gets worse.
Yeah, because before they're giving out swag.
That was the thing. You went to get shit.
Swag and
Swag. Swiggity swag.
Now it's just conferences and previews where you could watch online anyway.
Yeah,
So.
and then the demo games that people can already download the demos for.
And I don't want to wait. If you really like a game, I guess you would wait in line for it. So, but yeah, it would be hours of waiting in line just to play a game, or
sometimes not even to play a game.
Yeah, you can't even play. You have to be there at a certain time at E3 to pick up a ticket to come back another day to do it.
But yeah, it progressively got worse. When the first one we went to was great, and then it was slowly but surely they stopped giving less and less stuff. And then I haven't gone the last 2 years.
Yeah,
but
this is the first year they opened up to the public.
Yeah, but you had to buy those tickets, and they were not cheap.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we were part of the quote-unquote industry. Can you
we won't talk about what how we did that.
Our credentials, yes.
Our credentials.
Yes. Okay. So we were part of the industry.
Yeah.
That's how we got in for free.
So and again, but I mean, it would be funny. We'd go and it'd be like so many people, and the only games you can play are ones that like already are out. And the thing is, we went a few years in a row, so we saw like system announcements and game announcements, but it just got worse and worse. But again, that just shows we are fanboys to a point. We still know when things are stupid, and we don't like buy everything up. But I love a good video game. I'm an avid player of both the Nintendo Switch, it's a good system if you can get one.
Yeah.
And PlayStation 4. I'm a PS4 man.
PS4. Okay.
Now you.
Okay, so as for me, right now.
This is the versus part.
This is the versus part.
Especially when it comes to a certain game.
I don't have any systems currently, or not playing any systems. I do own a PS3, which is sitting in the living room, getting dusty.
Yeah.
That was the last system I bought. I have a computer. I play computer games. I buy indie games off Steam and kind of play with those. I stream some of the games on the Twitch. I play Overwatch.
Yes, you're a master race, PC master race. We get it.
PC master race. I love first person shooters on the PC because you just get better aim and there's more gaming on PC.
And look, I'm not going to argue with you on this one, even though this is called Versus. Says it right?
Yes, it's right there on right here. I don't know. Right. Oh wait, we can't.
The screen doesn't work.
It doesn't work that way.
But anyway, yeah. So I'm not going to argue. You know what? Yes, PC works better when it comes to gaming. Certain blah blah.
And we can do this. We can do podcasting.
But my argument was made when you try to upgrade your system with more memory, and all it did was crash.
Yes, so I tried buying memory.
PC Master Race.
Yeah, so I bought some memory
to make it faster.
And when I tried playing Overwatch, it just crashed my computer.
Yeah, because it's a computer.
Yeah, that's what
Master Race.
It crashes.
Yeah, computers just decide one day.
Exactly.
I'm not going to work today.
Nah.
Feel like it.
Yeah, I know you spend a lot of money on me, and like we'll just
a lot of money.
Yes, I think my rig. All this was about over $1,000 at least.
Yeah, and easily. Guess what? You and I are playing the same game. I just play with the controller, which I've gotten used to.
Well, it took me a couple of years to build this, so I didn't buy everything all at once. So.
Oh yeah, I mean but I had a system. I bought it. And that was pretty much it. Yeah. I've so far invested as far as other things for it. A second controller, and then external memory, external hard drive, I should say, for more games. Because Sony now finally does that. You can plug in an external. Other than that,
because you need like more. You need to have hard drive space because all the games are just stored on the hard drive now. Right?
Yeah. Even if it's a disc, it still has to install. And that's the thing. The PlayStation, when I first came out, it had 500 gigs, which now even gigs mean nothing. Terabytes. Now we're into terabytes. And I ended up buying a 2 terabyte external hard drive. So I'm running my games off of that. And then here's the funny part, because PlayStation Plus, they give you a lot of free games. Kind of like how Steam gives you a bunch of free stuff. PlayStation Plus does the same thing. A lot of indie games.
Oh, we got someone's on Twitch, Tony plus Andrew equals Anthony.
Actually,
I
yes.
ship it.
We're shipping. They're already shipping us.
They're shipping us.
They're shipping us.
Hey, thanks for tuning in.
Will they or won't they?
Yes. All right. So we got one person. Yes.
So yes, we are shipped.
Yes.
Officially shipped.
Yeah.
No,
So
I can't wait for the what's it called? The Yuri.
The what?
The Japanese.
The Japanese
gay anime of us.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking
No, I know what you're talking about, but I don't want to imagine it.
about. Yeah, my cause a Google search. But anyway, yeah. So PlayStation, you get a bunch of free games, and then when I put that hard drive in, because I had no room, I went to go install it, and I realized I have like 89 to 100 games, because they just give you so many free games.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, Sophie.
Oh, we're getting a question.
Sophie VS Gaming.
VS Gaming.
It's Sophie versus Gaming. I think that's probably her name.
Mm-hmm.
Says, I haven't been here for 2 seconds. I feel love. Yes, because you're on a viewer right now.
Oh yeah, you're the best.
Yeah.
You are the most incredible person in the world.
Yeah, because this is a brand new channel, and I have no one in it right now. So.
Yeah. You complete us.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in.
Exactly. You're gonna write the fan fiction about how Tony and I like both reach for the same controller and our hands touch,
Yes,
and then we're in love.
And hands just disappear in between.
Yeah. It's the most awkward cross.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something I won't. But yes, thank you. Thank you for being our
thanks
viewer.
for
And
it.
hopefully you'll start the fan club and continue to watch us and stuff.
Exactly.
But yeah, so he's a PC guy on PlayStation, but I'm trying to convince him to get PlayStation because everyone we know plays Overwatch, which is the game right now on PlayStation.
Yeah, on PlayStation. I hear, what's it called? Overwatch is not that great anymore, or it's slowly declining a little bit.
I'll go into details, but there's another response here.
Okay. I was meant to creep, but
you can read that out loud.
I was meant to creep people out, but I made you guys happy, and I'll make a fan fiction. Lulz.
There you go.
I don't like Overwatch.
That's fine.
She's probably like a League of Legends person, right? Do you play?
I'm sure. Yeah, you probably play
League of Legends.
What game do you play? To let us know. Maybe we might have an opinion on it.
Yeah.
But for us, Overwatch is the shit. But currently, there's this weird thing happening where competitive, which is the real game, the one where you actually play all the mechanics, all the way they built the game, what it's for, people are being real assholes on it lately, and they don't play
like
the game right. And if you don't play the game right in a team-based game, it kind of ruins it for everyone.
She goes Black Ops 3 with the heart.
You know what? I loved Black Ops and Black Ops 2. I never played Black Ops 3. I always liked the Black Ops better than the Modern Warfares. I had Modern Warfare 3, and then I had Advanced Warfare, and I'm not a fan of those. I don't like...
You don't like the Black Ops series? Or the...
No, the Black Ops series I like. Call of Duty Black Ops I thought was better, because it didn't take itself too seriously, you know? It was more fun. And... the Modern Warfare versions, I never really liked those. So I guess Triage is the one that does Black Ops? Triage?
They're the ones that make the Black Ops series.
Yeah, so I do like the Black Ops one, but I haven't played the third one, but I hear if you like the first two, then you'll like the third one. So, yes, Black Ops 3. I'll give you credit on that one.
Oh, Sophia has followed us. I don't have my alerts set up, but she's also hosted us with one viewer. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
You seriously are the greatest person in the world.
Yes, you are. Thank you, Sophia.
Yeah.
Sophia, yes.
Got a fan.
We got a fan, yeah.
Everybody. Love.
Yeah, I don't have my alerts set up on this yet, but so I don't. You don't watch Twitch, but if you go on other Twitch
it's
channels,
integrated into PlayStation. But I haven't found myself watching. Although I do follow a lot of gaming vlogs and stuff. But yeah, I need to get on that.
Yeah, so
Twitch.
like if you watch a stream, someone's streaming, and people follow you, they have this alert that pops up in the middle of the screen. So I haven't set that up. There's a lot of setup in this freaking thing I'm doing.
I know it's frustrating. I get it.
It's frustrating. This is our first podcast, so
yes. And we've already got a fan.
Yes, and we already got a fan. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, so we were talking about
PC versus PS4.
PS4. And we
Or
got-
just console
yeah,
in general.
console.
Again, the biggest difference is you buy a system, you buy a game, and then you play. That's it. You don't need to make sure your graphic card works with that particular game.
Yeah.
You don't need to update the software to that updates
True.
on its own. You just buy a game, you stick it in the system, and then you're playing
Yeah, I mean, that's the benefits of it.
for a fraction of the price. You can get a PlayStation for like $270 right now.
Is
With a
it
game.
$270?
Yes.
Okay.
The Prime deal you missed.
I know,
Like for $230, but yeah.
Let's see. Xbox One versus PS4. I vote Xbox One. Oh,
I thought I liked
so-
you.
Sorry.
But hey, you know what?
I
Teach his own.
I own the first Xbox. So.
Yes.
Yes.
The giant Xbox.
Yes,
I owned one
it
as
was
well.
freaking huge, and the controller was huge too. So
Yes, and then they came out with a secondary controller because the Asian market did not like
yes,
the
Asian
giant controller.
people have small hands.
Yes.
we have small hands.
Well, the Japanese.
It's small hands.
Small hands. So they didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was very dishonorable. So they built a smaller one, and that's when I got my Xbox, and it was the best. I played
Around.
Halo, and then Halo 2 online. Forget about it. That was the best game in the world. And then Sony PlayStation 2 started putting some good stuff out.
Hey, look at this. Chella just says, "Oh, hi guys, miss you both." So,
Hey, Chella!
Chella, yeah. So
Hey!
we're also streaming on Facebook too. So
Yeah, so Facebook,
we're
we have
streaming on
friends there,
Twitch, Facebook. We couldn't get it on Periscope because I had to pay money to get streamed
Yeah,
on Periscope.
Periscope's for
For mobile guys,
the
but
prostitutes.
Periscope has a pretty good network, so that's why I want to get this podcast on there.
Also, don't insult Periscope. 'Cause
Yeah,
I was insulting it.
Oh.
It's not your fault, Periscope. You're the best. Yeah, I think it's our
I
producer.
think Xbox 360 was a bit better than Xbox One.
360. Although I've had friends who had it. The Xbox 360. I think they went through 3 of them. That was the worst problem with Xbox 360 was there was great stuff on it, but it broke down like crazy because it had a tiny little fan, and those suckers used to get hot. But that was a Microsoft problem for a while. Here's a funny story at Toys R Us. There was a fire. A console blew up
In
a Toys R Us.
in the
R
display
zone,
case?
yeah,
Oh,
because it had the fan of the system plus it was like a bubble with
Yeah.
the screen above it, and that had its own fan, and that fan broke, and they didn't know it broke, so the system got so hot it caught fire. It caught fire.
Hi, Facebook viewers. Yay! So yeah, we're streaming all over the internet. That's what we're doing.
But yeah, so Xbox, I got you, but I'm a Sony guy, and it just came down to I was so used to Sony, I could never really switch. And now that everything carries over, accounts carry over, some games carry over, I'm too invested in Sony. I can't not be Sony. But I like the controller, and I like some of the exclusives on Sony. It's just how I am.
Should I watch both?
Sure.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's under my Toy Dude Gaming.
It might give you a headache.
Yeah.
Because I think they're both going to be slightly off
Yeah.
time-wise.
You're gonna have to look for under. What do I have? It's Facebook. It's Toy Dude Gaming.
Toy Dude Gaming.
Toy Dude Gaming. If you can find that. So.
Yes. And yeah, follow that page on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah, follow us on Facebook. Follow us. You're already following us on
On Twitch.
Twitch, which is cool.
What's our YouTube?
It'd be also Toy Dude Gaming or
Toy Dude Gaming on YouTube.
I'm not even looking at the YouTube stream because I don't know what this.
Yeah, you could.
I could.
I mean, it's not like you can't have more than 3 tabs
Yeah,
open.
like
You have 2 screens.
yeah, I need more screens.
You need more screens.
I need like one screen for the OBS software I'm running to make sure I'm not. We're doing our thing. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, how many?
Sometimes some streamers have like 4 screens because they have like a little screen for their donations and things that they call out. Hey, we got a heart from somebody. Yay! Someone hearted us.
Do you know who hearted us?
Oh, hey, Sophie. She's on. She's on our.
She is our best and first fan.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
She's on our our Facebook too.
Thank you.
Yeah, spread out the word. This is our podcast, so we're gonna try to run this every other week. You know.
Yeah. Tell everybody that a couple old fucks are talking about games.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So. Oh man. This
That's
is
great.
pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it.
I like this interaction with the
fans. The fan.
The fan.
Because it's one.
We have one fan. We're gonna get some more. We're definitely gonna get some more.
You tell your friends that we're clever, and we talk.
We like talking about video games. So
we do.
So we
and other things, but we're sticking to the video game subject because that's what this is about. I mean, you went to the trouble of stealing this copyrighted material.
Is this versus thing?
Well, I don't know. I mean, is that the official versus?
I don't think so because there's a couple of various ones of this. So this could be.
And this is just like 16-bit font. That nobody owns this.
Yeah.
No one like if it was Disney font.
She says she's gonna spam her Facebook friends. So
yeah. Like this person.
Yes, I like her too.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
You're the best.
You're the best around.
Okay, now. I don't think we don't make money off of this.
No, we don't. I haven't asked for money yet. That's later down the line when people set up their Patreon page, which I will.
Let's get some viewership and then
then we could ask
then lobster dinners.
Then we could sell us T-shirts and whatnot.
Yes,
so.
I'm gonna sell this shirt of Santa Claus. It has nothing to do with the show, but it's just worn by this guy right here.
Is that your phone ringing?
Yeah.
Is that Sophie calling you?
No, she hacked it, got our number.
She hacked your number.
No, that's my brother.
Okay.
I'll call him back.
Take my money. Oh, hey, it's a friend of mine. Take my money. Sheila said that.
Nice. So then she's already. Oh, there you go. We have funding already.
That's one of my friends. On Facebook.
Getting back to the PC. Did you mean to become a PC guy?
Actually, because I've always played PC games. I played like SimCity on that. Right now, there's a great game. I'll give you a handmade cake. That's what Sophie said she's gonna do.
I've never heard it called a handmade cake, but I like it.
Okay,
that's good. I'll have a handmade cake.
Yeah, I was saying
I like chocolate.
Yeah, we like chocolate. I like cake in general.
Yeah, I can only look at it though because I got issues with sugar. But still, I appreciate the cake. That'd be nice. But yeah, so you kind of went that route. Yeah, you decided I'm gonna be.
Yeah, because I played Warcraft 2. Because they were all the Blizzard stuff was on PC. Then I built the computer. Then that one broke. I have this computer. It's just a shell. It's broken.
Just a shell. It's a shell of a computer.
And this is the one I dropped the screwdriver in and broke.
Because you're a tech.
Yes.
And you're like, I'm going to fix this.
I'm going to fix my computer.
And then you drop
I was changing out my video card and I dropped the screwdriver on the motherboard and never turned on again. So then I bought a new computer, and that one was too slow. Then I have this current one right now, which is a Dell. It runs great, except it crashed when I ran Overwatch with the new memory.
Yeah. Which we seem to have fixed.
Yeah, we fixed it, I guess. Sophie says, a cake made into a hand with a controller if you want, and I can make sugar-free. Dude, if I had a T-shirt to give you, I would give you a T-shirt.
I know. Like if this was an established show, like we'd be able to give you swag.
Yeah, we would give you swag, but this is our very first episode.
All we can do is give you a shout out.
Yeah.
So just say her username again, so people can subscribe to her.
Is, Sophie versus Gaming.
Sophie versus Gaming.
Yes. Maybe she saw the verses over the thing. She's like, "Hey, this."
Yeah, I'm gonna make an account.
Yeah.
Sophie versus game. Now, is it versus gaming because you don't like gaming? So you're constantly fighting with it?
Or she's just but she plays Black Ops 3, so I guess she likes to go online and kill people.
Yes. Because she's no noob.
No.
I have a problem with noob.
What, the term noob or?
No, not the term noob.
Noobs in general.
No, not noobs in general, because I'm a noob with most things. There was a spelling once that I took trying to think of the word here. I didn't like the way it was spelled. So if you were to spell noob, you'd spell it
N-O-O-B?
N-O-O-B.
Yeah.
But I saw someone once spell it N-U-B, and I got upset because that's nub.
Yeah.
It's nub. It's not noob. But I saw it. That was a username. So, someone was like, I hate nubs.
So somebody tried to shorthand noob.
Yeah, which is it's not even.
It doesn't need to be shorthanded.
It's newbie.
Yeah.
It's short for newbie, and they already did it by calling it noob, and someone decided to change that further and made another word that it's not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, my friend says, bye, guys. She just tuned in, and congrats on our
thank
podcast.
you.
Yes,
thank you for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching, Sheila.
Thanks for watching.
Yes. So,
yeah.
Yes, we'll be doing this more often. This is live.
Live from hell.
Yeah, live.
This fucking hot.
It is hot.
It's live from hell. That's what we're sweating.
Yeah, this is
it's hot in here. This is the worst studio ever.
Yes. We have a green screen behind us. The AC's not really getting to us. So.
No, because the green screen's blocking it. It's absorbing the air. But still.
Yeah. So this is a different experience from what we usually have through our audio only. We have people tuning in.
Yeah. And we have to be self-conscious of our sweaty, fat faces. Because I'm all sweaty.
And we got people tuning in.
We have a fan now that we have to make sure. Our next episode has to be better than this one because she expects us to have good shows now.
Exactly. She says, nah, it's versus life, and life is a big game.
Oh, that's deep. I like that. That's pretty deep. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is just that I'm not that great, so I'm worst player.
Yeah, so I don't think Sophie caught your username.
Oh, my username is for most things is worst player. PlayStation is worst player 1978. Because I'm not that great, but it relieves pressure. I don't have to be good because I'm the worst player. And there's nothing.
There's sense of irony when you get killed by
exactly because in the feed it'll say worst player 1978 killed you, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? Exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So, but yes, appreciate it, Sophie. I'm glad that we have a fan, and it's a very deep name.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, we're gonna try to do these more, and hopefully people will catch these on the non-live repeats.
Yeah. So this will be on my Twitch, and I'll be saving this to my YouTube as well.
And it'll also be on Facebook.
Yeah,
correct?
it's also saved on my Facebook as well. So
there's not a trace of evidence not left behind.
Yeah.
So that we can be tracked.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But right now would be the perfect time to commit a murder. We just mess with the dates and times, and it looked like we were live. How could we have murdered someone?
But we have a witness.
Oh, that's true.
You don't have to be good because at life you're the best player and you made every day like it's your last. Heart.
I will take that advice.
Yeah.
And
this emote is used a lot in Twitch. It's
the two hands making the heart.
Like this.
Yeah, I'm new to. I'm a Twitch noob, so I didn't know that that's a thing.
I'm telling you, you should just. Is there a game you like to watch?
Or a game I like to watch?
Yeah, because it's actually a pretty good. It's fun entertainment to watch someone play.
Well, I might start watching people playing Zelda and all the weird stuff people do in Breath of the Wild, because I just beat the main story of that game, which took quite a long time. If you have not played Breath of the Wild, that's a fucking amazing game. That's just it's the tits. It's so good. That's the reason I was all for Switch, because I'm like, I want to play this game, and I just beat Ganon, and it completed that story, and there's still a lot of things I got to do. And now there's an expansion when I got to get the expansion for it so I can keep playing the game. But that game is just fun. And then the game has a physics engine that people are doing really cool stuff with. And that's I've seen a lot of videos of people doing crazy, because you have a magnet that you can make things float around, and they've made flying contraptions with that, and just played with the physics and try to beat enemies in a weird way. And it's such a good game. It's so good.
I played your copy when I had it.
Yeah. Because there was a weird thing where I owned the game, but not the Switch.
Yeah, that's right. So you didn't. You bought the game first.
Because what I did is I traded some stuff in. On my Wii U, I traded it in, and they gave me a pretty damn good price for it. So then I traded it in, but then it took
this
a
is
while for it
Amazon.
to trade in. So I missed the day to reserve the game, the system itself. I was able to reserve the Zelda game. So I got lucky that 2 weeks later, it just happened to be available again, and I snatched up a Switch. And then it went back to being impossible to get, which I think it still is hard to get. But I think we got another message.
Okay, so Sophie says, I stream my... I should pull up this window. It's going to be bigger.
There you go.
Duh. I stream my fail at
Black Ops 3. Oh, and GTA. I love GTA. Grand Theft Auto 5 is
to play as a
great.
child is what is it?
Oh, Roblox. I remember that.
Roblox because
Yeah.
it's fun. Sometimes the people hate on me because I have
You never
fun.
played Roblox. You have to see. You're reading to yourself.
Yeah,
You
I know.
try to read it out loud.
That's right. I need to practice my broadcasting.
Yeah,
you know.
because when you go, no one knows what you're saying. You
That's
read
right.
it
Okay.
in your announcer voice.
And my announcer voice, yes.
I don't know why you need a hand for the announcer voice.
I should do. Just do this. All right. So yeah, this is. Yes, I got to start practicing my
Yeah.
announcer voice.
So go ahead and do it in your announcer.
Okay, I'm gonna try this again.
All right.
I stream my fail at Black Ops 3 and GTA, and the game I used to play as a child, Roblox, because
The heart emoji.
sometimes it's fun and sometimes people hate on me because, but I'm like having fun.
Screw those people.
Yeah,
You have fun.
have fun.
That's what game is. The worst thing ever to happen to gaming was rankings.
That's true because people just turn on each other.
Yeah.
Your own team just turns on you.
How dare you? Like, I'm not trying to say that I'm the weak link of my PlayStation group, but maybe I am. But it's still, its rankings are just, but that's the nature of games now.
Scream like a child having their first ever
Or lollipop. Screaming like a child having their first ever lollipop. That's how much she loves those games.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because that's what gaming is supposed to be.
Mhm.
It's supposed to have fun. They're not supposed to be life.
Mike kind of joined us for a second.
Oh, did he?
He did.
He's
He
probably
probably
interested.
left. He's like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah.
Like,
A friend of ours, Mike, one of my PlayStation buddies,
Yeah.
he plays Overwatch with
Yeah.
me. He's part of my 5-stack, sometimes 6-stack, which Tony could be a part of.
yeah, I just need to get a PlayStation.
He's get a PlayStation and a copy of the game, which is really cheap right now. It's like $40, and the system is cheap.
Mhm.
And you could be part of our world.
It's part of
can come over to this side. Where's my arm? Oh, you have better lighting. I'm like a white guy in your screen, and then I'm still Mexican on this side, but I'm white on this
although
side.
that web camera has lower megapixels, so
Yeah, because look, white guy, Mexican.
Yeah.
White guy, Mexican.
yeah, this has better pickup than that
Yeah.
one. So
And don't get mad at me. My family's from Mexico, so I'm not being racist or anything.
I'd probably buy a PS4 and Overwatch and give it a try.
Look, Overwatch it's a fun game if you don't take it too seriously.
Yeah, just play casually and
Play casually. Play the regular mode. Find some friends to play with. It's a fun, casual
Yeah.
game that can be extremely hardcore, but you don't have to fall in those.
no.
Better than that, Sophie.
Yeah. I mean, she plays Black Ops 3, so she knows
Sure,
how to, she knows how to
if
play
you know how to do first-person shooters,
So, yeah, I think you would get into...
it's just the variety, the class
yeah,
thing that kind of
it's-
you have to get used to because everyone plays so differently.
yeah. It's kind of like... they say
Just play
Overwatch...
soldier.
Yeah. Overwatch is kind of like a MOBA and first-person shooter in one. Kind of.
It's Team Fortress. It's a class-based team shooter. Because I'm not the biggest fan of MOBAs, and I know there's
Eric joined us for a second.
everyone's just sort of like, "What the hell is this shit?"
yeah,
and then
what's
they
this
leave.
going on? Then they leave. And
Yeah.
They don't say anything. So,
No, they're like, "Oh, they're doing something,"
Yeah.
and then I don't care, and they leave.
Yeah.
But Eric,
Yeah, if you're watching us, Eric.
yeah, we'll make you watch it later.
Yeah, we'll make you watch it. So,
But yeah, so
gaming.
Overwatch, play it, fun game.
Yeah. All right.
That was one of my most exciting ones. So what we're at, my friend?
Yeah, we're talking about our firsts. Yes. So our first. Yeah, let's keep with that.
What was
subject.
your first first-person shooter?
Okay. So that would be Counter-Strike, but before that would be Half-Life. because
Yeah,
Half-Life is kind of
yeah.
part of it. Because Counter-Strike was the mod for Half-Life.
Yeah, just some
Exactly.
independent programmers took Half-Life
And just made into
and
a
just
game.
made it into a shooter.
And now you see
There's world championships, millions of dollars on the
Yes.
line for that. And it's just a shooter that someone took and made it. But yeah, Half-Life was freaking fantastic. And then Half-Life 2, forget it. That game was amazing. That game was so amazing that people are still hoping they're going to announce the third one. And
Yeah,
it's
they
been,
never-
like 12 years or
Yeah.
something? Absolutely ridiculous.
See, my brother plays it all the time, and I look at it like, what is this? It looks good, but then I just leave because it gets boring. Like, what? I think that's she's talking about Overwatch. 'Cause,
Yeah. It's okay. You can
Yeah.
watch Overwatch, but if you don't really get a sense of
Yeah.
what's going on, it does look like a bit of a
Exactly.
mess.
It's
and you're
like-
yeah,
It's this.
but
That's what it is.
that's what it is. But if you play it, you got to give it a bit. Like I was already excited for it from when I heard about it, because there was a time where that was only going to be a PC game.
Yeah.
People weren't even sure if it was going to come out for the
Yeah, I
consoles.
didn't know what it was exactly until other people playing it, and you told me about it. There was like a lot of promotions.
Yeah, there was a
around
build-up. There was a
LA,
lot
yeah.
of build-up.
Yeah.
And then suddenly the game comes out, and it's people on PC really adopted it first because it was built
Yeah.
for PC originally, and they got to play all these characters, and they started kept adding characters, and now it's become a thing. You play the game, and you wait, and they'll make a weird announcement. A little rumor will come out, and then another character, another hero shows up, and the game gets fresh again. So I think we're in the middle of that for Overwatch on console. Everyone's just waiting for the new character, which is of course Doomfist. I think once Doomfist comes out, the game will be
For-
ignited again. We'll start seeing some real play and all that stuff.
For Doomfist for all
For all platforms.
For all platforms.
Basically live, because I mean you can play him on the PTR, but you cannot play him necessarily in every version.
I don't know what it was until my mate kept begging me to get it for Xbox and then started quoting what people say.
Yeah, that's a big thing about it. The
there's
games has tons of character.
A lot of culture to it. People cosplay.
Yeah, cosplaying.
A lot of cosplay.
The actors who do the voices are superstars
Yeah.
for the gaming community and the cosplay community.
Yep.
They've become this big fandom, and it's really good. And they, I'm going to assume you say mate. So are you from Sophie? Are you from
Australia?
Australia or England?
Yes.
Where are you from, Sophie?
Sophie. It probably
Obviously, it could take a little bit for her.
yeah, because there's a little delay in streaming,
Yeah.
so.
Plus, all this heat is sucking
Yes.
up all the bandwidth.
Exactly.
We're actually using bandwidth to cool the room down.
Yeah.
It's taking over for the BTUs.
We'll go on for another at least 20 minutes,
That's fine.
It's like,
England.
England for the win.
There you go. See, I
There you
knew it.
go.
I knew it.
Yeah, I've been getting a couple Europeans through Twitch.
Well, technically, there won't be European soon. They're European
that-
right now,
They won't be European once they leave.
but yeah, that's what Brexit is.
Yeah. Okay.
But for now, England,
England.
our sister
Yes.
country,
Yes.
although we're the little sister because we fought you. But we're good now.
Yeah,
we're buddies. We're, like
still-
close. We're the allies right
yeah.
here. But yeah, England is pretty big right now.
It's
Gaming's
0:51.
Dang.
And
pretty late there.
That's midnight over there, isn't it? Or
Yeah, it's midnight. Well, it's almost 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
1 a.m.
Okay, it's 5 o'clock here Eastern time. Okay.
Yeah.
That
Well,
seems right.
yeah. So it's 4:51 for your 12:51.
Yeah.
So, man, you're watching us on a
A
we-
late night.
it's a Thursday night for you,
It's Friday morning now for
technically
Sure.
Friday morning.
Friday morning.
But thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that you're sticking with us for this whole thing.
Yeah.
That you haven't gotten bored yet.
Yeah, I know.
That's pretty good. We're interested.
Yes. Well, this whole setup is pretty interesting.
Can we meet in the middle?
Can we? It just disappears.
No, it doesn't.
Uh,
Yeah.
it bleeds into your screen.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, there's no way to do that.
Yeah, this is a funny setup.
I do. Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, I like that.
I go bowling in 11 hours. Heart. So I'm hyped.
Hyped for bowling.
What does TBF stand for again? TBF.
I'm not young enough. I don't know what TBF means.
I mean, I could look it up, but
The British flag.
the British flag.
She's hyped the British flag.
I'm hyped.
We don't
Is
know.
it as like as fuck? Probably something like that. TBF.
As
I'm
I don't
hyped.
think it's I'm hyped as fuck. No, I don't
Hyped.
think it's that.
To be fair. Oh, okay. I'm hyped. To be fair.
We're not young.
Yeah.
You're young. We're not.
Yeah.
So we don't know things. We don't know how things go. But yeah, so this show was really just to kind of
Just kind of feel it out.
get acquainted to the heat.
I'm gonna have to get like a
I
portable
think you
AC.
see a fan like right
Yeah,
off to
I'm
the
gonna
side
I'm gonna
here,
grab a fan.
blowing us in the
so,
face.
yeah,
That'd be
we have-
good. That'd be really good.
But the overall setup looks pretty cool. Don't you
Yeah.
think?
She'll teach us. Yes, teach us all the terms.
Okay.
So our next show, she'll be our youth translator.
Yeah.
She'll let us understand what all this lingo's about.
I want to make you my mod. I don't know how to do that. Like, can you
Yeah,
be my
can we make her the
moderator?
mod?
How do I do that? Mod? How do I do that on Twitch? I can make you my mod.
Are you
See,
asking me or are you asking her?
I'm asking her because she probably knows more about Twitch because I never had a person stay on here for this long.
Very
But
nice.
I'll make her a mod somehow. We'll
Yes.
figure it out. But she's following us, so you click on the name and click mod.
She actually told us. Well, there you go, Tony. You click on her name. Like a right click?
Not timeout, not ban. I don't want to ban.
No, don't ban our only fan.
As follows: add friend. Wait.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure.
Yeah,
it
because
out.
we're gonna wrap this up in a second.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you
here you
sticking
go.
with us.
Mod user. There you go.
Bam! You are now a mod.
You are a mod.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could keep up the trolls and all that stuff. So,
Thank you. Yes, you kick them out if they get
yes.
unfun. That's the
Yeah.
rule. If you take this too seriously, you're out.
Yeah, exactly.
You're out in Z. This
Okay.
is fun times right here.
Yeah, so you are our mod.
You're the mod.
Haha, thanks.
Yeah, there you go. See,
Yeah, this is so fun.
there you go.
Yeah, I never had this fun without you. This podcast would not happen. In the
Hey, we someone did it above the.
Above.
Yeah, there you go. We get some like 16-bit hands
Yes,
high-fiving mixed
exactly.
into the side there. That'd be perfect. Are we gonna mix it up, or is this gonna be our normal format of this versus screen? I'm sure there's other versus screen.
guess for the versus
We
screens,
need something
we
more in the
try.
back, I think.
Uh-huh.
More
I'll
background
slap
stuff.
their booty like I do on Black Ops 3 when people get a little cheeky.
Yes, you will.
Exactly.
Yes, you show them who's boss. That's right.
Yes. Yes. And we got an email. I have no idea what that email means. Is it Michelle Obama? What is that?
Is that Michelle Obama?
There's like a ton of emotes on Twitch that I don't know what they mean.
You're the
Oh, hey,
Twitch.
hey guys. Okay. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Yeah, if you type in "Hey guys," I guess it comes at.
Very nice.
You get that emote.
Very nice. But yeah, so let's wind this down. Tony.
Yeah, let's kind of wind this down. We're kind of dehydrated right now.
It's a
so-
little hot.
Yeah,
In the oven
I say
studio.
we'll be back in I guess in a week or two.
I say a week. We can do it in a week.
I say a week. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be at this time, but you can just follow the channel. You can follow my Twitter at Tony Dang.
We'll announce the day before.
Yeah.
When we kind of have it planned.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you kind of know exactly when we're going to go live.
Mhm.
And then, of course, if you miss us live, we
could-
will be promoting this video in all our formats.
Yeah, you could
On the
just
Facebooks,
follow
on the Twitches, on
our
the YouTubes.
Facebook. Yeah, just follow the Facebook chat.
We'll get some people to watch us.
Exactly.
People to watch us.
Yeah. So anything you want to end this on?
Other than Sophie's an amazing person.
I know. This is very.
Thank
cool.
you
Thank you for joining
for
us.
being our fan.
Thank you for
Like you stuck with us. People
Yes.
we know,
Yeah.
they would just literally look for 2 seconds,
they
go,
just-
these guys,
yeah,
and leave.
Yeah, exactly.
So Yeah, and those are our friends.
Yeah, I know. These are our Facebook friends, our real life.
No,
friends.
these are our real friends. These are our long-term friends.
A couple of my friends has said hi. So
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, one.
And Chella.
Yeah, Chella said hi too.
Chella said hi. Thank you, Chella. But yeah, so we'll be doing this more often. I like this format quite a bit.
She's like, no, thank you. I guess she's very entertained. Yeah, thank you for being an awesome viewer.
You know what? Don't you go changing.
Yeah. Don't change.
You. You, Sophie. Don't go changing. That's weird. I didn't think it was going to do that in focus or at least that. That's odd.
That's kind of like the Johnny Cash thing. I can't. Mine doesn't do that well.
Yeah, yours blurs more. That's funny.
I don't know.
Mine is macro.
Yeah.
All right. So, Tony, let's end this up here.
Okay. Let's end this. I know.
We'll be talking more gaming news that's more current, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the next time we meet, we'll talk more about what's coming up.
Yeah, there was the E3 had just happened very recently here in LA, where we are based out of.
Yep.
And there was some announcements. Wasn't the most incredible E3 as far as announcements goes, but there's some games coming out.
Okay. Well, I got a couple more comments. I've never changed. It's
yes.
effort. And I got a friend on Facebook saying, "What did I just walk on?" You're like, yeah, exactly. You don't know what the hell's this.
Yeah, if you
This is
don't,
a podcast.
it's a podcast.
It's a live podcast.
And we're fighting each other.
You're fighting each other. We're just exactly. This is a new experience for everybody.
Yes, and we've got phones.
We got
and
Facebooks,
mic stands,
we got green screens,
and green screens. We got fidget spinners.
Yeah,
yeah, got glasses.
Exactly. All right.
And everything else video game related.
Yes. So, till next time.
Till next time, watch us on this thing.
Yeah. I wouldn't mess with Tony Dang.
I know that. He's strong as fuck.
Yes.
I would never mess with Tony Dang. He'll squat me.
Yes. You see my Facebook pictures?
Yeah, exactly. It's all weightlifting. I'm going to mess with that.
Well, have a good night. Well, good night.
You have a good night.
Good night, Sophie.
We're going to have a good evening.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you very much for being our international pal.
Yeah.
And the newest mod.
The newest mod on our Twitch channel. And
yeah, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, thank you for joining us.
Do the Trump shake.
Don't mess with
All
Anthony.
Right. Bye.
Anthony, that's our ship name.
Our ship name is Anthony. Ship name. We are Anthony. I love it.
All right. Good night. Thanks for tuning in. All right.
I'll end back and pose.
And pose. Just freeze. Good night, guys.